Alright, so I gotta fix this shit. It just went all crazy while I was doing some other random stuff. So, for some reason, every time, um, it's a crazy picture. We're gonna have fun tonight. That's the first thing I want to say. We're gonna have fun tonight. Got a lot of crazy shit to talk about, but first, I gotta stop looking like I'm fading into the background. What movie was that? What it was like Ghost Dad or some shit? Ghost, whatever. It was fading away. That's what I feel like right now. Or one of the movies where like they go back and they change history and shit, and they change history and the motherfucker starts fading in reality and shit. But this is what we got joined to Jason S. Demi Lovato. That's hilarious. Beyond the funny nigga, what's the motherfucking deal? Buck. My name Buck, and I like to fuck. What's up, Buck? What's the motherfucking deal? Miss Bell, how are you doing this evening? The lovely Miss Kate Grace, glad you could join us this evening. Card Gamer, what's the motherfucking deal? Space Jam, so not surprised myself. Wise, the wise man in the motherfucking building. It's not an illusion. It's all an illusion. It's not an illusion. That's something completely different. Professor Trill, two very interesting videos. You sent me that second one. I may speak on that one today, but shout out to Professor Trill. Let's see, Lockbert. What's the motherfucking deal? Heidi, you're a hater. Captain Digger, what's the motherfucking deal? Good to see you, man. And John, my favorite New Yorker. How you doing this evening, sir? Let me fix my technical difficulties here. It's gonna look a little crazy, so don't pay me no mind. Maybe I'll take the green screen down so y'all can see what it really looks like in here. It looks terrible. Maybe I'll clean it up and then do it one day. Not today. I got lost in the sauce with some of the shenanigans I was coming across today. And I want to talk about everybody. Everybody's getting talked about. I'm talking about a lot of good stuff. The color's a little bit off. Don't mind me, as this looks a little weird. I think we're about right here. And here. So, yeah, I'm frying it. I'm just going to. I'll just keep talking. I'll take myself off the screen while I fix it. All right, so let's get into it. Let's talk about it. Lots of stuff going on. First, y'all make sure you hit that like button, right? That's extremely important. Hit the like button, because if you don't hit the like button, the stream won't work. Right? It's science, right? So there's that. I don't know. I don't know how we're gonna start this off. We can start off talking about Baker Man. What's the motherfucking deal? We can start off talking about the wokey wokes. We talk about niggas doing nigga shit. I mean, we got plenty of all this to talk about tonight. I think we might go a little bit back and forth. You know what I'm saying? Usually I try to organize it. We got a little bit of humor, and then we're gonna get into some of the topics, like I said. You know, because I've been trying to figure out this misgendering thing, right? And I've been trying to get it together. I'm trying to understand, right? Because I want to make sure I respect everybody. Bill Burr didn't do anything but use always the same Bill Burr logic he always used. But people on both sides of the aisle are saying that he did this and he just really shit on the other side. But he didn't do anything but make sense like he always does. You know what I mean? Like, I like Bill Burr. Bill Burr is one of my favorite comics. Black people do not watch Bill Burr, right? Oh, that's terrible. I hope they enjoy that. The Black National Anthem. What is? Hey, if they feel like it's winning, whatever. You watch, baby? Okay. Because who was I telling? I think it was Braylon or somebody. Yeah, because Braylon was like, "There's no funny white comics." I'm like, wow, that's probably the most racist thing you've ever said, bro. Like, there's a lot of very hilarious white comics. Oh, you're crazy. Bill Burr is pure comedy. See what I'm saying? Like, I'm fading away. I'm melting. But well, I finagle with these filters here. Let's pull up some good stuff. And again, I hope all of you are well. I hope everybody's doing good. You know, I love you all. Most of y'all. Some of y'all. Like 2 of y'all are okay. Everybody else. Nah. I fuck with y'all, man. I don't know what's going on here. I'm gonna have a lot of green. We're just gonna have a bunch of flakes, right? Just imagine that as magic dust, right? Oh, Baker, man, you ain't never heard of Bill? You know who Bill Burr is. All right, this every nigga who don't know who Bill Burr is, I'm gonna enlighten you with one sketch. The racial draft. He was on the panel in the racial draft. You see, this is why niggas ain't gonna. That's why we don't need no nigga national anthem, because niggas like Trill. That's why we'll never get along. We will not overcome because of colorism, like because of Professor Trill. Yeah, World Series of Dice was good, but the whatchamacallit was the best. But like I said, Bill Burr is like a comedian. He don't give a shit, and I love that. Like he does not give a fuck. He went to he did one stand up in Tennessee, and they were not liking it. He went in on that, but he went to Philly one time and shit on the entire city. Like, this was before they won a Super Bowl, I believe. And he they like booed him for something he said. I think it was about the Eagles or whatever. He shit on the entire. I mean, he just took a huge dump on Philadelphia. So these fucking little fuzzes are annoying me. It's annoying the shit out of me. So let's see if I cut this off. If this changes anything. This makes it a little bit darker. We might be able to work with this. Let's see what we can do here. I think we can work with this. I can work with this. Yeah, we'll make that shape for the most part. So, but we'll get to him, right? So, God damn it. Oh, that's terrible. That is a terrible. 335, what's the motherfucking deal? 17. So, what do y'all want? Y'all want violence? Y'all want niggerism? Y'all want comedy? Y'all want wokeness? You know what I'm saying? Just let me know, because we're gonna go there. We're going everywhere tonight. I mean, I got something for everybody. Everyone, right? So, But first. Hold on, let me make sure I got it. Let me make sure this is the one. If y'all missed last night we had a bunch of, oh, I forgot about this bitch. Whoo! Yeah, we got some shit tonight. And I'm gonna try to make it prompt, but I actually do want to open up the lines and let people call in. This is what makes it damn great, talking to everybody. I got a variety of shit tonight. I got a lot of shit going on. Hold on. We got to start off with this. And the reason why we have to start off with this, Miss Cartier, lovely Miss Cartier, y'all want some of that wokeness? All right. If we're going to get woke, we gotta get some warm up wokeness. All right. And this right now, I told y'all my favorite video was that dude slapping the shit out of the other dude. You're on camera right now. And he slapped the fuck out of him. Now that has been replaced. I have a new favorite video only because this motherfucking beat slaps. Let's check it out. If you ain't seen it, good for you. If you have seen it, well, fuck, we're gonna watch it again before we get to the new stuff.
Oh, I'm here. I'm here. And I know you're scared. I know you don't know what to do. But I've got you and I won't leave you. And I love you and I'm so sorry that you're scared. But it's okay to feel. It's safe to feel. It's safe to cry. It's safe to move through it. You're safe. I've got you. I won't leave you. I can feel big emotions. I can hold space for myself. Crying is beautiful. Crying is healthy. Crying is not negative. It's okay to feel. It's okay to surrender. Keep breathing.
All right, we got warmed up. I can't tell me that shit don't jam. I don't know what she got going on, but that shit was jamming. All right. All right. We're going to get warm up on the woke. I got plenty of shit to share with y'all, man. So like I said, y'all just buckle up. We finna have a lot. Oh, so you missed some good shit in last night, Trill. No, that is that she said she didn't get parented properly. Y'all have been missing some good woke shit, right? And so she parents herself by, I'm assuming it's her. Y'all see how hairy her legs were, though? By hugging herself and crying because she didn't have anybody to do that for her when she was young. We watched Pigeon Man already. I need to delete Pigeon Man. If y'all missed Pigeon Man on the bike yesterday, y'all missed a good one. If y'all missed the WWE Minnesota Royal Rumble, no, Milwaukee, I think. Milwaukee Club Royal Rumble, you missed a good one. We had a lot of good stuff going on. I don't know where to start, bro. I don't know where to start. Here we go. Let's talk about health. I think everybody enjoy this one.
So, as a fat person, I often dread medical appointments because of blatant medical fat phobia. The last OB appointment I went to, the provider blamed everything on my weight and told me that I needed to go on a medication that made me feel really terrible. This OB appointment that I just went to, I've been dreading, and the provider was amazing.
Say, man, all my South Sports alumni, where my nigga Ray at?
Amazing. She asked me what my pronouns are. She asked me about my name. She made me feel super comfortable, asked me about my trauma history so that she knew how to touch me in ways that were not harmful. She just was like great. And I was crying before getting my blood drawn because I just never have good experiences with medical providers. And so, I don't know, I just wanted to share, like, some experiences can be good, and, like, don't be afraid to go when, yeah.
That ending, though. Just don't be afraid to go and, yeah. See, here's what I'm gonna, y'all can't be just falling. Y'all be out there hollering at customer service agents and shit. You know what I'm saying? Y'all be out there, oh, she sounds good on the phone. See, and people used to call in to the den when it was like crazy people calling in. I'll be wondering. There might be some people on the other side of the line that be, like that. But see, this is where we are, though. Like, all jokes aside, like, this is where we are in society. Like, because, now doctors can't even doc anymore, right? That's what we call it? Doctors can't doc anymore. They... belly moss. There probably is some moss in there somewhere. But like, because people get upset because of their weight, because they feel like, let's be honest, bro, let's keep it 1,000. Like, one, that person looks like a large baby that never got out the baby stage. Baby hair ain't grown all the way in and everything. But the thing about it is, like, doctors can't be honest. Hey, your weight is a problem. It's going to cause strain on your heart. It's going to fuck up your joints. It's true, but it doesn't make me feel good. I just need to see a second opinion. Like, bro, I told you my doctor called me fat the other day. I punched him in his face. I already know that shit, nigga. Don't tell me shit I already know. Give me some real medical opinions. Now, he's like, well, you're a little over, but you're a more muscular person, so, you need to be about, what he told me I need to be about 220. And then, he's like, yeah, so you might want to consider also getting that jab because, obesity or overweight is one of the symptoms. But now you better, you don't get the fuck on. Like, yeah, I was like, next question, please. We're not going to talk about that shit. But, there's that. Yeah, that's the type of chick niggas be ending up with, bro. I'm laughing because if y'all didn't see that clip that I took the other day from the Professor Trill called, that shit made me think about that shit. But we're not here to shame people. I be lying. We are here to shame people. Vince, what's the motherfucking deal? Let me see. Yes, Cartier. Yes, they do. But that person there obviously comes with a lot of other problems. Like, I think fat people who know they're fat are, like, tolerable. Like, they just, it is what it is. Like, I have obese friends. You know what I'm saying? Like, and so it's not like I'm out here just shitting on fat. Oh, fat people are terrible to be friends with. Like, no, bro. Like, and those who are obese, they kind of accept it, or they know it's not the best situation to be in. They don't go trying to, like, validate, like, oh, this is, well, there's other reasons. It's like, nah, bro, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, or they embrace it somehow. You know what I'm saying? But they don't try to justify, well, it makes me feel bad. Like, they know exactly what it is. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and that's what I mean. Like, I have no issue with fat people. It's the ones who try to, like, deny and manipulate the science are the ones that are an issue. Are you talking about the one who got canceled, Louis? Who think bread or sugar is exploding their insides? You're one of those. I knew Heidi was an agent. I've been saying it for years. But my thing is just like that whole super body positivity thing. Like, stop it. Like, that's the corporate money-making mechanism. You know what I'm saying? Hey, feel good about yourself, even though you don't feel good about yourself. Because no matter how much they sit there and say it, let's be honest, bro, we know that a lot of these people are not, you know what I'm saying, are not happy with that. If you see their behavior, you see the things they say and they do. Hey, we 25 deep, we only got 16 likes. How many y'all? We got 9 haters in here? God damn, that's terrible. That is very unfortunate. Yeah. Oh, fat phobic is not a thing, right? Because who was it? I showed you that video where the person said that fat people are fat phobic. Like, you can be fat and be fat phobic. If you actively want to lose weight, you're fat phobic. Like, huh? What? What? This is what I'm saying. Like, you can't say things anymore. I was laughing, dog, because I was on Twitter the other day. And Twitter got real whack once like the Tumblr crowd came over it. Because I was like on Twitter since day. I've been fucking with Twitter, like, even though there was years I wasn't really active on it. Like, I used to fuck with Twitter when you could text that, 40404 from your phone type shit. So, like, that was funny, Heidi. So, like, the dude was on there, he's like, man, I literally showed people how to cook crack in a microwave on Twitter. Now I can't even call fat women fat. Like, he got his account, like, in trouble or some shit for that shit. And it's just like, it's crazy. It's crazy how much shit has changed. Like, and in such a short amount of time. Like, it is crazy. Said, I want to share some information about that. She used to weigh 490. Took me 3 years to lose down to 280. It's hard, and I'm still trying to. But that's the thing, right? And I commend you. I salute you for making the effort, because there's so many people who will just accept it and then, wallow in it and then just, like, not even try. Like, I salute. Like, here's my thing. Like, if I'm in the gym, you know what I'm saying? If I'm in the gym, I absolutely will not make fun. I will not crack jokes. I don't even like none of that shit. Like, I'll be like super happy to see big people in the gym. You know what I'm saying? Like, because that's the person who's trying, like, on the track, anything like that. Like, that shit to me is like, I commend that shit. You know what I'm saying? To me, like, that's what's happening. And, like I said, so there's no way. But like I say, the people who just like, there's, step into a Slim Jim. But like, again, like I say, just the ones who are just push, like, you can always be a better version of yourself. You know what I'm saying? It is a Cash App sign. But because I didn't think about this before I got on the stream, right? That this is green, right? And the screen behind me is green. And I color key it out. This got color keyed out with it also. So, yeah, there's that. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's the thing. And again, so like I said, he crack jokes and all that, but ultimately, I want to see people be better versions. And that's the shit. That's like the ground, the foundation of all this shit. Like, even me, like, that's why I say I fuck with the den folk. They be capping and shit, but it makes me be like, being in the den, all this shit talking. And some levels, it made me improving in a multitude of ways, the way I see things, the way I think about things. The only person who's been a troublemaker has been Heidi. Everybody else has been beneficial in some way. Heidi's the only one who was terrible. Oh, man. Well, I'm still fucking it up. Jeremiah, what's the motherfucking deal? Bad Boy, what's the motherfucking deal? All right, we got more craziness. Y'all want violence? Y'all want wokeness? What y'all want? Y'all want to keep the woke train going? Y'all want to see some niggas doing nigga shit? I'm finna pick this one. Hold on, right? We gonna come back to the woke shit. But y'all know, black ladies, I could not let you make it. And then women in general, I'm gonna get on y'all in a little bit. I'm gonna mix it up. So I'm not gonna just drill on one group at a time. We're gonna jump around. Why are black women so angry? Why are y'all so angry? Right? Oh, no, I don't want to be Tommy. There's a whole thing about that. But we'll get into it. I'm trying to be the old honcho. That's what I'm trying. I'm trying to get back to being an old honcho. But let's talk about angry black women. This is a short clip. And this clip is super funny to me. And I got to fix this thing because it fucking, it keeps doing whatever it's doing, right? Right. I talked about the double standard of Dwayne Haskins last night. But y'all notice as soon as I said I'm gonna talk about black women, like the numbers just start dropping. Interesting. Yeah, black women, don't police us, Honcho. You know, this is crazy shit. This is crazy shit right here. Don't even know, like, so angry to want to whoop somebody that you don't even confirm. You don't even confirm with validity that it's the person you want to whoop, right? So that's terrible in itself. That's like crazy. 2, obviously this bitch ain't got no hands. Because let's watch it again. I'm gonna try to pause it at the right moment. Let's just watch this shit again. This bitch said ow like a little kid. Ow! Like that shit didn't hurt it. Well, like if you beating the shit out of it, there ain't no owls. Like that's not a thing. Like ow, like you just got pinched or some shit. She's like ow, and then she apologized. Oh, I thought you was somebody. Like came out with all this anger and rage. Right? Oh, Delta Echo Golf. You might be right. You might be right. Let me know if y'all heard that. Because I don't know, because yesterday it wasn't playing the audio. But appreciate the love, black women hater. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. And that's my thing is like, I'm surprised she didn't turn around and beat the brakes off that chick. Because I'm looking at it, if we're looking at weight class, she might got her. She's probably like, hold on, let me see if I try to replay it. Let me know if it plays. Why is it not fucking playing? What the hell, man? I don't know what's been going on. Yesterday the sound was playing through the main speakers. That should be the one. Oh, maybe that's the problem. Let's try this one more time, right? Something really funny just happened. I'll tell y'all about it in a second. Let's try it one more time.
Dumb broad. People have been killed for less.
I don't know. If it isn't playing, I'm not sure what it is. I'm very upset. But it said dumb broad. Women have been killed for less. But this bitch then ran up on a motherfucker. Don't know who it is. And you know, again, if that bitch would turn around and start beating the shit out of him, it'd have been bad business. Young Ken, you heard it that time? All right, cool, good deal. Yeah, I think I fried it on one of the dilly dallies. And so she turned around and then she just apologized. Like, do you get an apology for that? Like, do you get to apologize for just running up and whooping somebody and not validating that? Like, that person turned around and beat the shit out of you. They would be justified, right? They would absolutely be validated in kicking your ass, right? Because, I mean, you struck them. You assaulted them. And then, why? What? Anyway, let's finish this. Now, am I mistaken? Let's do a little zoom in. Is this a bonnet? Is this two bonnets? It's a little blurry here. Y'all let me know. Is this two bonnets? Is it like, what's that? What's not the bull? It's another animal that like attacks on the sight of a certain color. I know bulls like, I think, see red or some shit like that. It might be a lie. It might be one of them animal myths that people make up. But like, are black women attacking on the sight of bonnets now? Is that where we're at? I seen a bitch wear a bonnet just like that yesterday. It's gotta be that bitch. She built like that bitch. We're gonna talk about I'm sorry. What kind of crazy shit? But here we are. We are lost. Let's see. All right. Let's get real woke, because I'm gonna save some of this good shit. I'm gonna save some of this good niggerism for y'all a little bit later. We're gonna do a little trifecta. I have stumbled across this chick thanks to a particular Twitter account. I'll share that Twitter account with you guys later. These are all terrible. These are all very, very terrible. I'm gonna play worst to worstest, if that's even a thing. But let's get it.
Aladdin could have used a wish to end the monarchy that was preventing Jasmine from marrying him. Or he could have used it to end systematic poverty that forced him to steal. But no, he chose to be the fake prince of a fake land. He wished for Big D energy.
No, I deliberately said worst to worstest. I deliberately misappropriated. I had to use these words because there's no bad. None of these are bad. These are all extremely terrible. That was probably the best of the worst, right? No, I wouldn't even try to. Like, she's a lunatic. Like, somebody did her bad young, at a young age, and she's been hating men ever since. And like, cause she thought that she probably thought she was that girl. She's got to be pushing late 40s. Cause she looks terrible. For those you might have missed it, McVice, let's bring it back. I don't like anything about her. It's heavily made up also.
Aladdin could have used a wish to end the monarchy that was preventing Jasmine from marrying him. Or he could have used it to end systematic poverty that forced him to steal. But no, he chose to be the fake prince of a fake land. He wished for Big D energy.
Told y'all about these wokey wokes, these super liberals and that slang. But y'all did it. This is terrible. So, let's go to the next one, right? Y'all thought that was bad. Honestly, between the next, I think I do know which one is worse. Let me make sure I select the right one. We'll go with, they're both equally bad, but I think this one's a little bit less worse.
Stop abortion at the source. Vasectomies are reversible. Make every man have one. And when he is deemed financially and emotionally fit to be a father, it can be reversed. What's that? Did the idea of regulating a man's body make you feel uncomfortable? Well, then mind your freaking business. Stop abortion at the source. Vasectomies are reversible. Make every man.
Appreciate the love, Mama 335. You got to. Oh man, we're gonna have to do a stream on that about being alert, being aware, especially in this day and age. Once they took the Galleria, that's when I knew it was over, right? But you definitely. I don't know if y'all heard that. Damn it, I gotta keep one of the things. I was trying to keep it from double playing the audio from this.
I always look around before getting something out of the trunk.
So, now y'all think this is bad. I know y'all do.
Have one. And when he is deemed
First, that is not how you spell financially. All right, so she lost me there. Okay, she lost me there. All right, she had a point till she misspelled financially. I agree, John. I agree.
Financially and emotionally fit to be a father, it can be reversed. What's that? Did the idea of regulating a man's body make you feel uncomfortable?
No.
Well, then mind your freaking business.
I changed it. Like, she's got to be in her 50s. Gotta be. She looks like now, she looks way older. It looks like a lot of makeup. I don't know. I was thinking some type of Hispanic. That's what I was thinking. But you're world traveled, Heidi. How can you tell without seeing her butthole? Now, y'all thought those two were bad, right? Y'all thought those two were bad. And she gets all dressed up for these things. That's the funny part about it, right? I'm going to provide you with the worst. And you're like, oh, Joe, it can't get any worse. This woman's terrible. Oh, it gets worse, my friends. Stay thirsty, my friends.
Ask a man what his greatest fear is about serving time in jail, and most will inevitably say they fear being raped. This just tells me that jail is to men what life is to most women.
One more time for the people in the back. All right.
Ask a man what his greatest fear is about serving time in jail, and most will inevitably say they fear being raped. This just tells me that jail is to men what life is to most women. Ask.
So, I'm going to have to correct her again on this one. Big, huge difference between jail and prison. All right, so there's that. If you're getting raped in jail, there's something else going on. That's one, right? That's a whole different thing. And rape jokes are never funny, whether they're prison jokes or not. Two, I guess that would be most people. My biggest fear is if I ever had to go to prison, would be not getting out because I killed somebody for attempting some shit like that. Like getting kangaroo court, like going in for like a lesser charge and then offing somebody. And then like I'm stuck. That would be my biggest fear. You know, but I know there's some women who are fearful. I think women should protect themselves. But I don't think every woman is going around thinking like this. Heidi probably is the aggressor and more. She takes the Glock, sticks niggas up while she's quote unquote running. So that's honest. That's my thoughts on that. But hey, you know, who am I to say? But there's somebody out there, some dude out there who will watch all these videos and would still be willing to get his wee wet with this woman. Unfortunately, let's get her off my screen. She's making me sick. Oh, wokeness. No, we did 3 wokey wokes. Oh, I got a terrible one for you. I forgot about that. Let's laugh. Let's see some goofy nigga shit, and then we're gonna come back to some wokery. Let's try all my sexy ladies out there.
Hey, gonna get a little closer. Hey, hey, before the night is over. David behind you performance. Just lean on it. Yeah, get it. Okay, a little 5, 6, 7, 8. before the night is over. All I David behind you performance. Just lean on it. Yeah! Get it! Okay! A little 5, 6, 7, 8.
5, 6, 7, 8. This is what happens when you're doing too much. It usually ends up like this. That's hilarious. That's somebody put on this video when I found it. Down goes Frazier. That is extremely unfortunate. But for me, it's hilarious. Speaking of Frazier, speaking of boxing, speaking of violence, man, nigga shit. Lou, for those of you who don't know, St. Lou in the Discord, actually sent me this earlier. Apparently this happened in St. Louis. I'm assuming somebody's partner was getting whooped, and guess his homeboys couldn't take it. Sad state of affairs. One boxer's over there getting held back while the other motherfucker's just getting stomped. This is where we are, right? This is terrible. You know what I'm saying? This is extremely unfortunate. But here we are. Yeah, you eat barbecue and spaghetti, it'll make you act like that. I don't know. I still see stream elements. I don't see it. So, yes, there's that. That's, can't even have an organized, sanctioned boxing event without niggas nigging it up. Oh my God. Let's see. I'm gonna save. I got 1, 2, 3 wokety woke things we gotta talk about. One real niggerish situation, and one situation where I will respond exactly like this gentleman did. But I think I'm gonna save that response for last before we start talking about the actual topics of this evening. And so, actually, let me tie this into this, right? Since this is what we're doing. Did I delete that shit? I think I deleted something I meant to keep. Let me see if it's in the trash. Good grief. So, those of you, I'm not super familiar with the person, and I told y'all that. Appreciate the love, Shannon. Now put your hand down. Oh, here it is. Okay. I didn't. So, Demi Lovato, I believe is the name. I guess I should have put this thing up. Boop. Forgot to put it up earlier. Now I put it up there. Cover my ass some way, somehow. Anyway, fuck all that. Let's just get to the stuff. I still got this picture of Richard Sherman. I need to delete all that shit. All right, this is Demi Lovato, I think, right? And apparently, I don't know if this is new or old, and is that a mullet? Yeah, it's not a she anymore, Professor Trill, so you may want to take that statement back, because now I think she's transitioning, or she's non-binary, or whatever. I don't know. And this is where we get into the game, right? This is where we get Demi Lovato. That's super funny. So this is where we get into the game, right? Yeah. Oh, it's non-binary? Okay. So this is where we get into this game. You know, apparently people were saying, like, I don't know much about her, but I think that she was she on drugs real bad, like or something. Was she the one that was on drugs, like, and had to go to rehab and shit like that? No, I don't know anything about Africa. I don't even know what the African store, the African grocery store is. The pan is, I mean, they fuck on everything. But like I think she claimed, or now she's non-binary, so like, or is transitioning. I think she's transitioning anyway. It's supposed to be becoming a man now. She cut all the hair off and is pronouncing. So we've been watching a lot of videos, right, about pronouns, about how to use them. Remember, somebody said, we once saw the one yesterday that says, "Oh, I like thee, they, and this, and if you're a straight person, you can't call me they," or some crazy shit, right? Like, again, this exclusive group does not want to allow us in it, and that's okay. But Demi is transitioning, and so Demi is a part of this group and says it's okay to misgender, right? I accidentally misgender myself sometimes. A huge transition to change the pronouns I've used for my entire life, and it's difficult to remember sometimes. As long as you keep trying to respect my truth, and as long as I remember my truth. I didn't read this before I saved it. Oh my God. I did not read this before I saved it. I should start reading things. I like to just go all natural and just go in together. I like to go in raw. Raw is law. I'm just grateful for your effort in trying to remember what means so much to my healing process. How are we supposed to know if you don't know? Right? That's what I'm saying. And this is where, the confusion takes place. It's like, how is someone supposed to understand this when there's no foundation for any of this, right? There's no foundation for any, but a person who doesn't live in this lifestyle, does not participate in any of this. But all of a sudden, we're just supposed to know when you change your personality, you change your mind every day. Exactly. Let me bring that back. Like, this is the key part of it, right? As long as I remember my truth, the shift will come naturally. What does that mean? That sounds like a person who will falsely accuse you of some Me Too shit. You know what I'm saying? We live in crazy world. What was that? Not cartoon world, toon world. Maybe it might have been. I don't know. It might have been something. I want to eat this piece of popcorn. But they said the store was shaming her for selling non-sugar cookies.
How do you expect me to take it seriously? Also, I'm black women's Hada.
So when your personal truth changes every 6 months, I expect me to take it seriously. Also, I'm black women's hater. Said hater. Dan the man, I appreciate you. Shout out to Dan the man with the plan. Toon World, yes, we live in Toon World because everybody looks like a cartoon. Heidi, stop self-shaming. Don't do that. Let me see. We're gonna get to Bill Burr here in a second. But the reason I brought that up is because we have more pronoun videage. Of course, we have more pronoun confusion to share. I don't get it. I don't understand it. But let's get into it.
Binary folks get pronouns that point to who they are, man or woman. But if the only pronoun that non-binary people had was they, them, then that pronoun points to what we're not. We're not binary and we're not cis. And since pronouns indicate gender in the English language, if they was the only option that we had, then it could confuse people into thinking that non-binary is a third gender, as opposed to a multitude of gender experiences. And what I love about neopronouns is that they point to who we are. Some of them have meanings that are connected to genderqueer history, and others have meanings that reflect the individual's experience with gender. As our understanding of gender broadens, our language is broadening to accommodate that, because language is a reflection of the way we think. Binary folks get pronouns that
I think he's pronoun shaming us. That's what we just got pronoun shamed. Well, we just got shamed for only having a certain select, a limited amount of pronouns. This is pronoun privilege. I don't like this. Now, why is this motherfucker shinier than me when I used to be in the damn garage? You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, what is going on, bro? And again, we point out certain things. People say don't judge a book by its cover. I say judge the book by the cover, then read the book. That's the shit I'm on. Another one with the damn nose ring. If they got the bull nose, they on some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? That's that's my new motto. They got the bull nose, they on some bullshit. God damn it! I don't know if the fucking quotes work. Pardon me. This kettle corn is great. All right. Let me see something. Let me see if we can get this shit to work. Nah. I don't know why it doesn't work on here. I used to have some good quotes. I still have them saved, but so I learned something, right? I learned something. And what I learned was terrible. Right? I learned something called, I don't know if I want to share this yet. Hold on, let me make sure. Hold on before I tell y'all about what I learned. 'Cause I got 1, 2, 3. All right, this is what we do. Before I tell you what I learned. Oh yeah. Oh, it's unfortunate for them. I agree. Appreciate the love is all an illusion. Oh shit, hold on. Oh my god. Oh my god, I gotta bring it back.
This is who BLM decided to ally with? Good luck with that. And that dude probably took the Vaseline he had up his ass and wiped his face with it.
I had to shout out to Dan. I was just laughing. That was pure laughter. Shout out to Dan. Oh man, Dan the man. That shit. Woo! All right. Before I tell y'all what I learned, you learn something new every day. I gotta show y'all a little bit of niggery. I'll tell you about these females. I'll tell you how black women are starting to act. Well, not starting. It's been going on for a long time. They act like niggas, right? But it's getting younger and younger. It's unfortunate. So let's take a look. Because like I say, it's actually sad. It saddens me. Because like I say, the future is not bright. I want y'all to tell me, when I drop this video, I want y'all to tell me how old y'all think. Give me an average age of the people in this video that you think. Just tell me what you think.
Good girls. No cap, they all hot. No cap, they hot. Oh my fucking god. Kia girls. Kia girls. No cap, they all hot. No cap, they hot. Oh my fucking god. Kia girls. Kia girls. No cap, they all hot. No cap, they hot. Oh my fucking god. Kia girls. Good girls. No cap, they all hot. No cap, they hot.
That is the nastiest of all the Black and Milds. Especially from a former Black and Mild smoker. The only ones that go hard are the wine with the wood tip. That looked like one of them jazz, whatever ones or something. Definitely not the original. But what makes that even worse is, one, if you rolling blunts up in a Black and Mild, you're a terrible person. You're terrible, terrible. Like, that's disgusting, right? If you're just smoking Black Milds, they're terrible. From a Black and Smile. Yeah, I used to be on the stream smoke. I was watching those streams. I was smoking. I hate them. They're terrible. I didn't inhale them. They're terrible. They're disgusting. But I got this weird thing, right? And I've been doing pretty good. But something about smoke. But these are children. One, you see all the weave and shit. It's fucking looking like maize in her fucking hair. It should look like that fucking corn. It should look like Thanksgiving corn. What's that shit? The horn of plenty or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Right. But here's the thing. You don't, if they're getting high, yeah, that's crazy, right? That is the worst way to do it. Number two, it's terrible because they're children, right? Three, this is what I say when we get in society. We always just try to act like women. Oh, they're just so innocent. One of these young girls is going to be an accomplice in a murder, right? In the death of someone. I'm not going to say she's going to be the one that pulls the trigger. She might. But they are going to be an accomplice. They're going to be involved in it somehow. And it's unfortunate to say that. But one of them is. They're out of there. Like, and I'm telling you, like, keeping it all the way 1,000. I think I hit my first blunt when I was probably 13. Somewhere along that age, right? Those masses. Oh, they're gonna have kids before. Two of these are probably gonna have kids before they're legally able to purchase alcohol. And then they're gonna wonder why the cycle continues because it's the white man making them do it. But even then, right? When I was young, even in high school, in the junior high, yeah, there were girls in that smoke weed. But this shit just looks so fucking masculine. Kia, oh my God. You're a terrible person, Trip. Kia girl. And then that's like of all the things to call yourself, so one of these motherfuckers got a car, and all the little underage friends is riding it. But even the girls then were feminine and they were goofy. They really got like super goofy. These bitches are smoking weed like some 28-year-old niggas who also smoke wet and probably do some other shit. Like, this is some old weird shit. This is trap house smoking. Like, this is not smoking weed for my enjoyment, being a slightly rebellious child. This is, I'm gonna have problems when I grow up type of smoking. This is terrible. I feel bad for him. No, don't. Maybe. I want to see the parents. That's what I want to see. But again, look at this. These are all children.
Oh my fucking God. Kid girls.
All of them weed up. And this is what I'm saying. Like, black women teach other black women to hate their own hair before they're even grown. They teach them at a young age. They teach them before they get out of junior high to hate their own shit. They don't want to wear their own shit. They fucking want to have a head full of this bullshit, man. The video of the mama whooping ass. I think I still got it. Let me see if I still got it. I have to see if I can pull it up. I might still have it. I don't know why this one don't fucking it don't do right. This thing is a little bit different. The thing I'm streaming with. Wish I could slide it over to this side, but it's not letting me. But yeah, I'll bring that one back. Again, another set of young girls talking about you niggas lame as fuck. Like, black women don't breed feminine women at all. You know what I'm saying? You deserve to have your it ruined her life, but it was hilarious. Queso, that might not be the worst thing. But like I said, but you can sense a feminine energy. You know what I mean? None of these young girls that you've seen in the last few videos have any type of feminine energy. It's nothing is funnier than Booty Cat. Booty Cat is still the funniest nickname of all time to me. Because I just want to know how it originated. And he had a normal real name. Like, his real name wasn't really off the wall or anything. So that's the crazy part about it. I just want to know how that name, where that nickname came from. All right. All right. We got two super woke ass videos. And then we got one, what Honcho would do in that situation. I'm gonna save. I think these other two are the best ones for last. So we're gonna do the two wokes, and we're gonna get over to. Let's say we're gonna open up the live. We're gonna want to make sure we get that.
Yeah, so this guy asked for a video on why communism is good, and in a part 2 comment, he said that he thinks a lot of people just equate communism with North Korea, USSR, stuff like that, and that's a bad thing. You also don't have to apologize for any ignorance for being liberal. I grew up Christian conservative before I found leftism. Communism is good because true Marxist communism is as close to a utopia as we can get. The reason you equate communism with North Korea and that's a bad thing is because of Western propaganda, capitalism, McCarthyism, Red Scare. The capitalists over your head want you to think that it's bad so they can keep their capitalism. The Marxist definition of communism is a stateless, classless, moneyless society. That definition has never been reached in the real world, unless you count all of human history up to the last couple thousand years. No working 60 hours a week to have food in your stomach and a roof over your head, accessible healthcare, and free to do anything you want to do without the chains of money. Yeah, so this guy asked for a video on why communism...
Interesting. We start talking about communism and Marxism. Fucking Broderick appears. Interesting. Very, very interesting. People make no sense, bro. This guy's eye on PCP Johnson. One more time for the people in the back.
Communism is good, and in a part 2 comment, he said that he thinks a lot of people just equate communism with North Korea, USSR, stuff like that, and that's a bad thing. You also don't have to apologize for any ignorance for being liberal. I grew up Christian conservative before I found leftism. Communism is good because true Marxist communism is as close to a utopia as we can get. The reason you equate communism with North Korea and that's a bad thing is because of Western propaganda, capitalism, McCarthyism, Red Scare. The capitalists over your head want you to think that it's bad so they can keep their capitalism. The Marxist definition of communism is a stateless, classless, moneyless society. That definition has never been reached in the real world.
Why hasn't that ever been reached in the real world? Well, super funny. I use nature videos. We were watching some nature shit on fucking shit on Netflix. Because I told you little one's punished, so she has like no electronic access, no none of that shit. But every now and then we'll watch little documentaries. Certain only animal documentaries, right? None of that other weird shit. And we were watching one, and I was telling y'all, and another funny thing, we get to that in a second. We were watching one about the monkeys and kind of the little hierarchy in the monkey kingdom. I forgot which monkeys it was. The biggest monkey, they're not marmoset. What they are? Some with a monkey, mandarins, mandrills, something like that. Mandarins. Those are oranges. Honcho, what the fuck's wrong with you? Mandrills, I think. And those are the colorful noses and all that shit. And then I got to asking if she thought that the animals entertained any of this extra gender shit. I didn't ask it that way, but so it turned into a whole discussion. But I used nature to prove certain points and to explain to her why human beings have gone wayward. But y'all notice something? Now we want to talk about nature. This is actually something I was thinking about a couple of weeks ago. Like, this is why we're all messed up. See, this is why women have gone too far, right? I talk about, or I might not have mentioned here, I said there was like the great equalizer, the great equalizers, if you will, in society that to me have ruined society. And people are going to say, oh, no, these are necessary. And now it's at the point where it's necessary. But I think guns and makeup. Guns and makeup. North Korea never ever enters credit card. Probably that's the only good thing. Nice reading the chat. Good night. All right, sayonara. I hope I said that right. You have a good evening. But guns and makeup, great equalizers, right? Because it gave people a level of competition that they might not have had, right? And so let's think about it. Women who aren't very attractive, a lot of makeup, and they're able to deceive certain people into believing certain things, right? You leave butter out of this. And then guns allowed people who might not have been as physically capable to compete with those who were, right? And so I think those are the great equalizers. But I was thinking about makeup specifically and how it's super weird that I think makeup has ruined Western society. One, because you all get makeup tips from the not so structurally sound wristed people, which is odd. I'd use a different word, but whatever. And it allows women to put them in a position where they shouldn't be. But in the animal kingdom, why are all the women animals ugly? They're dull. They're ugly. The fucking peacocks, fucking women peacocks don't have good feathers. They got shitty shit. Got little brown ugly feathers. Fucking the fucking male peacocks are out there walking around with the big D energy. You know what I'm saying? And then the fucking, like I was talking about the little mandrill monkeys or whatever they were, they get all the colors of the other little fucking females. They're all ugly and brown looking. They're all weird. Then, yeah, David, when you let her know, you stop on, see, Heidi's a hater. She likes the BBC. Then, who was it? It was the bird, one of them fucking weird birds. He was actually pretty cool. He did like this dance. He like cleaned up his little dance floor and he did like this dance. But it's like even like on almost every level in the animal kingdom, it's like the men have to be the ones that are more, you know, I don't want to use flamboyant. I hate the word flamboyant. Well, you know what I think about flamboyant people, but they have to be the more attractive ones, right? They have to stand out. But in our society, yeah, cardinals, like it's some birds that fucking, and that's really what made me think about it, because we got like a bird feeder in the back, right? And my old lady and the little one, they'd be looking up the birds, there'd be all kind of birds coming back there. And there's a fucking red, like, cardinal bird, and then the fucking, he's got like an old lady, he's got a little chick, he got a little homegirl, or his little, I don't know if it's his side chick or his main lady, but he's got one. But she's brown, and it's the same breed of bird. But it's the fucking red bird that stands out. He's all bright and colorful. But the female version is fucking. How is that wrong? Yeah, I'm looking for hot female animals. Get my animalistic nature on. How is that wrong, Shannon? I would like to know when I open up the line. But like I say, it's a weird thing. But only do we like change that around. You know, it is what it is. But I thought that was odd. So, speaking of female animals, right, there's always a segue. I don't think of this stuff before the stream, but somehow I find ways to almost tie it. It almost makes sense, right? It almost sounds like I got this stuff planned. Almost. Not always quite, but close. I'll make it work.
Read this out loud. I don't want to put you in danger of losing your stuff.
I'm telling you, I love it, dog. Dan, y'all slept on Dan when Dan first came to the den. First, y'all misracialized him. I don't know if that's a word. We're misgendering and misdoing. Y'all tried to claim Dan wasn't black. Dan has proved every last one of y'all wrong. Bro, that's fucking hilarious. Oh my goodness. But here's the thing. Whoa. We're not gonna go that far. If I was a peacock, I'd have all the hoes. All the little birdie bitches. But here's segueing into it. So I learned this thing. Now apparently there's this thing called the Bechdel test, right? It's not like Bechtel, the fucking construction company or whatever. What do they do? What does Bechtel do? Anyway, I'm not promoting him. Fuck them. No, I gotta put it all out there. I am the crow. I'm the king crow. All right. Big crow energy. So the Bechdel test, if you don't know what it is, because nobody knows what it is, but yeah. Apparently, the Bechdel test is also known as the Bechdel-Wallace test. It is a measure of the representation of women in fiction, right? So there are 3 rules of the Bechdel test. For a film to pass the Bechdel test, the movie must simply have the following. It must have at least 2 female characters. They must both have names. They must talk to each other about something other than a man. Now imagine people wake up and think about these things, right? This is where we are. Women hate themselves, right? They did it to themselves, and it's very unfortunate. But let's learn a little bit more about the Bechdel test and how it applies to, well, some of us who are a little bit older. This should be in one of your favorite movie collections. If not, I have questions about you. Because when this movie came out, it was a game changer. Oh, that's the shit I named this video. That's a terrible name. I'm a terrible person. But let's watch.
I'm a lesbian getting a degree in film studies from Harvard, and I'm going to tell you all my favorite times that Jurassic Park passes the Bechdel test. The little girl asks we can call for help, and Laura Dern says we've got to reboot the system first. And then, of course, the girl is a girl who codes, and that's feminism. Number 2, Laura Dern says, oh my god, to a baby raptor, and the baby raptor says, Rah! And this is a pass because remember, all lab-grown dinosaurs are female. Number 3, Laura Dern says, hey baby, to a sick triceratops. And for those of you purists who believe that we need to know both female characters' names, I implore you to look into the JPEU, because we can actually find out that this dinosaur's name is Sarah. Who could forget the iconic kitchen scene where these two girl bosses are chatting the entire time, and they're not talking about men, they're talking about dinner. There's of course this moment where Lex is talking to a dinosaur, and then it sneezes on her. I would say that sneezing is a form of communication, so I'm gonna call that one a pass. And last but certainly not least, every time that we see the T-Rex interact with another dinosaur or with Laura Dern, that is technically a pass because the dinosaur is female and her name is Roberta. Like and follow for more Ivy League feminist film analysis.
I think Harvard used to be like a standard or something. Like Harvard, like, used to be considered like what, the epitome of education in America. Ever since they started trying to ban all the Asians, this is where we're at now. You know what I'm saying? This popcorn is fucking good. I wasn't trying to put the name out there. They're probably some woke ass popcorn. I'm not even gonna lie. It's good as shit though. Talking about this shit the other day. Why does fucking food have to be labeled non-GMO? Like, if it's grown the natural way, it should be called whatever food it is. It's the fucked up food that's grown in the lab and shit that needs to be labeled. Fucking, this is raw milk. What are you talking about? It's fucking milk, right? This is non-GMO carrots. It's fucking carrots. It's the fucking fucked up carrots we need to be talking about. So, yeah. Here we are now. This is what people spend their time on. And I'm just as much of an asshole because I'm sharing it with you. I've wasted y'all's time while us watching. But I have to inform you, right? I have to inform you that these people are out here. I don't think so. So this is why, like, she has a Jurassic Park t-shirt on. Like, I didn't even notice that until just now. Right? And her name is Shenanigans. TikTok is terrible. Oh, you're talking about the original lady who came up with the test. Oh, I thought you were talking about this. Oh, Alison Bechdel. Right, Bechdel. Right, and apparently she's a cartoonist. She went to Simon's Rock College, Oberlin College. It's terrible. Looks like she has some mommy issues. Apparently she's a cartoonist, and she wrote, her notable works are Dykes to Watch Out For, Fun Home, and Are You My Mother? Got married in 2004 and also had her marriage voided in 2004. Interesting. So, yeah. Anywho, that's the, I guess, the originator of the Bechdel test. Now, let's get into, before we open up the line, I told y'all this is a situation where, oh, I didn't tell you nothing about the Bill Burr stuff. All right, let me show you this video. This is a situation where I would react the exact same way. Let's talk about the Bill Burr thing real quick, and then I'll open up the line. Make sure I showed y'all everything else. All right. Enjoy.
Thanks, but I'm about to you'll be mad, you feel me? Oh, yes, you can. We Gucci down this time. Oh my God, get the fuck up, bitch. Thanks, but I'm about to you'll be mad, you feel me? Oh, yes, you can. We Gucci down this time. Oh my God, get the fuck up, bitch. Thanks, but I'm about to you'll be mad, you feel me? Oh, yes, you can. We Gucci down this time. Oh my God, get the fuck up, bitch.
The ending is what makes it so great. Whoever that is in the background, oh my God, get the fuck up, bitch. That makes it so much funnier. Well, she might have been playing, but now she's laying on the ground. And that beverage got wasted. Whatever alcoholic beverage it was. You know, I'm a firm believer in equal rights, equal fights. And if I don't know you like that especially, well, you can get the smoke. One more time for the people in the back.
Thanks, but I'm about to you'll be mad, you feel me? Oh, yes, you can. We Gucci down this time. Oh my God, get the fuck up, bitch.
See, what happened is she's already been harassing these individuals, right? Whatever she was doing, she was already fucking with these motherfuckers. They was in the truck minding their own fucking business. And she's over there fucking with him. So he was, because dude gets out talking about, I'm finna knock the fuck out you or whatever. And then the other dude's laughing at her, right? And then she probably spilled some drink or something on him, on his nice fancy clothes. And then she's all, that's not funny. That's not funny. And then the right hand of justice, well, it was delivered swiftly. One more again.
Thanks, but I'm about to you'll be mad, you feel me? Oh, yes, you can. We Gucci down this time. Oh my God, get the fuck up, bitch. Thanks, but I'm about to you'll be mad, you feel me? Oh, yes, you can. We Gucci down this time. Oh, yes, you can. We Gucci down this time.
I want you to notice the trajectory of the beer as it's flying, even though the cup is headed in a downward direction. The beverage appears to be flying with extreme velocity from the slap of reciprocity in multiple directions. This looks like a scene from Dragon Ball Z or something of the sort. Of course you didn't see her slap him first, Shannon. The women never do. Ever see women do misbehaving things. I'm going to leave this up. I like it. Let me see something. Let me just slide that in the background. Hold on, let me put that back. All right, put it right here. All right. So, See, this is what. See, Lockbert, we got to get you on the 2021 train. All right, so you say I should remove the chat. Heidi doesn't want to see anything that y'all have to say. And so we're just going to move this right here. All right. Yeah, here's the thing. With all the equal rights and, in the moment in which he slapped that woman, he identified as a woman. So it's okay. Right? It was okay. Right? At this moment, how do we know? Because when you're gender fluid, at any moment, any time, you can adjust your pronouns. You can, feel however you choose to feel. So in this moment, he identified as a woman. Right? So, I wonder, is man still alive? Are they hiding him somewhere? Yeah, she definitely fucked up. I don't even know if she seemed pretty drunk. She still might not even realize it. She might not wake up like, what happened? But yeah, it sounds like she's the abuser. Shannon. Looks like she instigated, and created that whole situation. Doodly. All right, real quick. I'll be saying I'm going to talk about shit, never get to talk about it, and I talk the whole fucking time. Because see, which I got to understand the reason why I've been like, oh, I could have did this a long time ago. And Trill, I'll play that video in a moment. We already talked about Demi Lovato. Get off my screen. The Bill Burr thing. We'll drop that real quick. See, because what I've been doing, if y'all notice a lot of the last few streams, is I try to make sure I have enough to talk about for a solid 2 hours, just in case nobody wants to call in. Because y'all know, there was a while and then we were having not so many calls. So, then like I have my mind set on doing that, and then I end up actually doing it and not open up the line like I intend to. So, but if I didn't tell y'all, we are going to be back on the nightly train, right? You know what I'm saying? The nightly train. Back to den, back every night. I have arranged myself a schedule so that we can accomplish this. So 9 o'clock will be about the time. I think 9 o'clock is better than 8 o'clock. I don't know. Maybe it's a cross-country thing or whatever. But so 9 o'clock, den shows. We'll ride for about 2 hours. Then I got to make sure I get sleep and everything to do everything I need to do during the daytime. So I've just been enjoying the last few streams we had. You know, I hope y'all have been enjoying them also. But this is how we doing. Yeah, and for those who missed it last night, we were talking about the Dwayne Haskins thing. And his wife knocked his tooth out, and then all the women were like, he deserved it and all that other stuff. But like I say, double standards are the worst standards. If we're going to play the equality game, let's treat everybody equal, if we're all going to misbehave. Let us, what is this? Oh, that was that pet image. I'm going to bring that back for no reason, with no context. Scribbly dibbly dibbly doo. Bill Burr's in hot water feminist. No, he's not. You can't cancel Bill Burr. Bill Burr savage CNN anchors this week as moronic America hating blowhards who secretly covered a second Trump president because he's good for ratings. And this is true. Even said this. We talked about this. Like, once what's his name got out of office, I told y'all that all they would do is continue to talk about it because that's all they had. Trump was great for television. He was great for ratings. The new guy is boring as hell. Appreciate the love, Savage Donald Trump. He's boring. You know what I'm saying? And there's no entertainment. He's like a low entertainment. The only thing interesting about him is like when he's fumbling and stumbling. And I was talking about that time, when we're gonna go and T-Bone touched my hairy leg one time, and I like to eat cheese on Sundays. Like that's the only time. Like he's just fumbling on a bunch of shit. He's very, very terrible, right? So what he says, I swear to God, I can't believe people watch that channel. They're so dumb. He said on his podcast, I need to get back to listening to his podcast. I used to love his podcast. They're fucking treasonous, un-American pieces of shit. Bill Burr 53 said of the network. Bill Burr's Monday Morning Podcast. If y'all have never listened to Bill Burr's Monday Morning Podcast, it's great. Like I said, I haven't watched it in a while, but it's great. And comedian said he's triggered by his mother-in-law who comes over to babysit his children. She always puts on CNN. And what do you know? And do you know what these fucking morons are doing? Do you know what these fucking morons are doing? They're talking about Trump. He indicated the network is obsessed with the former president because he's good for business, while bored President Biden is a disaster, a ratings disaster. It's a crazy picture of Trump. Savage Donald Trump. I know you're not gonna take that, are you? You gotta tell him to get a better picture. It's like, do you think these people give a fuck who's president? They want Darth Vader to come back. They want him to come back because they had nothing to talk about because it's show business. Joe Biden's a fucking bore. They can't bitch about Biden because he's wearing a blue tie. but Democrat in other words. So now what do? They're going out there, they're doing what they did the first time to get this guy Trump elected by giving him all this free coverage while they act like they allegedly don't like him. I don't buy it. They're a corporate news channel, right? Said, oh, gal, who was that chick that Gina Carano got dropped off the show? Conservative dog. She's an absolute sweetheart, super fucking nice person. So Bill Burr, like, the reason I like him, dude, because he's usually straight up. He doesn't really mince words, and I may not agree with everything he says, but I feel like he's not a shield, just trying to push some kind of goofy ass agenda. Hold on, let me pause this so I can tell my other part of the story without giving it all away. But this is the thing. Like, it basically is what he's telling the truth. And then so what people, how a lot of left-leaning people, because the conservatives were sharing this like crazy. Oh, but you guys didn't follow through about the part that they got Trump elected. Like, yeah, what does that mean? Like, the people are acting like it's coming, like, this is saying like the left can't meme. Like, this is true. It really can't. The left cannot meme. The left does stuff like in a lot of the videos we've watched tonight. It's not amusing at all, right? So they don't want to hurt anybody's feelings, so you can't be funny. So, but that's the thing. Yeah, they did get him elected. That's why he got elected, because you gave him all this coverage. And because people got tired of all the bullshit, all the fucking, like I said, corporate bullshit that was getting pushed, all that agenda that was getting pushed. And they're like, you know what? Why not give this guy a shot? Because he's saying what the fuck he wants to say. That's what we want to see. We want to see something fucking different. We're tired of y'all trying to promote all this peace, love, and utopia bullshit that's never going to come to fruition. Let's go with the guy that tells it like it is, even though he may be a reality TV star. But, again, I said it last year, said it before, the results of whatever the election, that CNN needs Trump. MSNBC, they need Trump because they have nothing to talk about. They can't, like I said, they can't shit on Biden. There's nothing else for them to go in on. Like, they can't speak negatively of anything else. So if they don't have a real target, like, I forgot who said it, but basically what's the saying about you got to have to convince people you got to have a unified enemy or something. I forgot what it is. I can't remember the exact saying. I be forgetting shit. I'm old. So it is what it is. There's nothing you can say about it. You can't shit on it. I got a piece of popcorn on my fucking arm. I can see that on the screen. That's crazy. It was good. I would have ate that if it hadn't been sitting there that long. But that's the thing. And so he wasn't lying. He wasn't lying. That's all they do. Like, if you go look at even all of these major platforms, these papers, like, I'm going to pull up something here to show y'all in just a second, right? Here's the second part. When I said, and if you look at the thumbnail, people say, oh, Bill Burr misgendered Trump. No, that's not what I was saying. There were separate entities. It was Bill Burr, it was misgendering, and then it was Trump. So it was not clickbait. It was just the three different topics that we were going to speak on tonight. Boom, right here, right? Former President Donald Trump issued a statement on Sunday claiming that Americans are refusing to take the jab because of the mistrust of the Biden administration, the media, and the 2020 presidential election results. Sleepy Joe kept talking about how good of a job he's doing in the distribution of the jab that was developed by Operation Warp Speed, or quite simply, his administration, the Trump administration. He's not doing well at all. He was way behind schedule. People are refusing to take it because they don't trust his administration. They don't trust the results. They certainly don't trust the fake news, which he's refusing to tell the truth. Though Trump's administration faced criticism for a slow rollout, right? When people were saying initially, there won't be one. There's no way he can do it in this amount of time. There's no way it can happen. He said it was going to happen. It happened, right? You can hate him, whatever you want to say. The dude said it was going to happen. It happened. And again, now everybody's all scared. They got them all wah, whatever. So I love it, right? If they're going to keep talking about you, take advantage of it, right? Do it. The social medias are trying to shut him down. Yeah, exactly. You have to have a boogeyman. That's all they're doing. But I want y'all to look at this. Because there was something. What is this? Me Too Overreach Demonizing Man. I don't care about that. I could have swore it was on this page. Yeah, never mind. So there was a thing, but like I said, there was like oh no, it might be up here in the middle of one of these articles. Because they were saying like, it was something stupid. Like, oh, the 20 new conservatives that are going to take over social media now that Trump is gone. Like, everything references Trump. All the media, they have to come up with Trump. Trump said these things. He's still doing this. Like, these officials might go to jail and they're affiliated with Trump. Like, they need this dude to have ratings. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, oh yeah. Oh, you talking about Bill Burr's wife? Yeah, absolutely. Huh. DeMarcus has a wrench? I gave that back? What? When did I do that? When did I give DeMarcus his wrench back? Do something off the wall, DeMarcus, so I can take it back. So yeah, man, that's like my whole deal with this dude is just like, cool. So let's click this button and see what happens. 718. I'm pretty sure these are all stories that have Trump's names in it, right? This is terrible. That's super terrible. Well, these are all within the last few days, and I guarantee, like if you go and look, pro-Trump sheriff, right? Everything. These are the last 2 days. All of these articles are the last 2 days. These all have references to Trump. You know what I'm saying? Last 3 days. Multiple articles every day. 8, 9 articles a day that have to tie into Trump to make it worthwhile. It's terrible. It's terrible. See, DeMarcus, you should have knew better than watch Space Jam, right? We all know LeBron cannot act. LeBron's a terrible actor, right? And then they already got the wokey woke Looney Tunes. Who's gonna watch that stuff? It's terrible stuff. Shame on you. Alright. So, yeah, I did all that to say, I don't even think I got the Zoom thing up. Let me pull this up quickly. So I've talked about a whole bunch of off the wall shit. Okay, all over the place. Let me see here. And see, here's the thing too, though, about the Zoom, right? The one phone line that I did like, that I had, that fucking, I forgot whatever platform, I don't even remember which one it was. It wasn't Grasshopper. But like, they have limited fucking features and they're super high. But they actually had a decent call queue. And, you know, we could do like 3-ways and all that other shit. You know what I'm saying? Pause or whatever. It was super funny because I was watching one of the videos and we all had like a group call. And I think Ashley was in the group call. And she's like, a foursome? Fucking hey. The Den is crazy. Gotta love it. Let me see. Let me get this started. What is this? I don't even know what this means.
Recording in progress.
I have no comment. Nah. I don't know. Alright, there's that. Let me put the, God damn it, I can't even use that thing to put the dilly-dally in. Cancel, don't close that. That's going to be a new, I'm pretty sure that's going to be the next trendy thing on the hub. I don't know how it works, but it will. So like I said, we got about 15 minutes or so. Where are we at? About 12 minutes or so. And, yeah. Last, I think, like I said, it's been a while, but he would be in the Discord. He would fall through the Discord every now and then. Undo that. I mean, y'all are in the same place. Why don't y'all hang out and have a discussion? Have some dinner together. I think that would be a very intriguing conversation. Yeah, but I don't have my Discord open. Like I say, and that's the thing. Like that's what I said. I don't know, because I was debating, because I was actually looking at the old line I used to use, and for even like their decent package, it's like $50 a month, right? They give you like fucking 10 phone. I don't want 10 fucking phone numbers. I just want like 2, maybe 3 fucking phone numbers, and you know, one for this, one for the den, and one to harass people with anonymously. But like I said, it's like they want like it's like $50-$60 for it. Like I said, it's not worth it. I'd rather pay like what, $30-$35 for the Zoom or something, and you know, have access to video stuff. But then nobody wants to get on video but Dan. So me and Dan just talk. But Dan's cool, and the rest of you are afraid of getting on video. Now John gets on video. Who else? I think Trill had. Let me see. Who's gotten on camera? Dan, John, Trill, Man Up. Dakota tried to get on, but I think he was too short to get on camera. Wise gotten on. And I feel like I'm missing somebody. Oh, Jason got on. Jason got on. He played some jams for us one night. Yeah, I know me a Subaru eating popcorn, but it's like really good. So that's a very peculiar text message for whatever reason. Okay. And I know Trill asked to see that ass whooping video one more time. And I agree. I 100% concur. See, men have to do better. But like I said, there will always be those guys who can't control their tools, if you will. And those gentlemen are the reason we have this downfall in society. There's a video actually Trill sent me. We'll talk about it tomorrow because it could damn near be a whole stream into itself. And it's pretty wild to me. Like it blows my mind. You know what? You might be onto something there, 17. Like one actually somehow does come, and the other one's like, well, or they apologize. I apologize for ejaculating. Well, I apologize for not having an organ. It's just a whole fucking apology fest. It's a bunch of weirdos. These people are gonna probably get off on that. I mean, they already got everything else. I might have to corner the market. It'd be a bunch of apology sex. It'd be like apologize for bad sex. That would get canceled. Let me try to find that video real quick. Where's the damn recycling bin? I think I put it in the trash. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what it's gonna be. It's gonna be like, I'm sorry. Oh, I apologize. I didn't mean to do that. It'd be terrible. It's all bad. We live in a terrible society. I don't know, because this damn thing is let's see if I can do it this way, because the way this thing is up, it's actually blocking the fucking dilly, and I think I put it in the recycling bin. For some reason, I cannot move. The shit while I'm live, so that's super unfortunate. Well, thank you, Heidi, for ruining the entire great stream that we had this evening. I mean, we were on track to a good night, and you just came in and, no pun intended, and just ruined it. Just made it real terrible for everybody involved. So, there's that. Yeah, I can't, I know there's another way to do it, but I can't think of the fucking... Let me see. Let me see here. And it's terrible because it's just right there. But oh, I can't do shit. Oh. No, that's not it. Damn it. Yeah, this thing's stuck. Yep, that's it. It's not gonna, I can't minimize their shit. Ah, you son of a bitch. What the fuck? Ass whooping video coming right up. Oh, hold on. Un momento. Hold on 1 second. Can you hear me there, sir? What's going down? It is. I'll make sure say something, Mr. Dan the Man.
Hello.
All right, make sure that you can be heard. How are you doing this evening, sir?
I'm tired, bro. I'm chilling, bro.
Okay, I feel you.
School's gonna start back up about a month. I'm looking forward to that. I just want to do some education shit, bro.
Okay.
Fuck summer.
So I know that you were saying something about that they had some Rona rules that they had going on at the school.
Yeah, the Rona rules. Come starting August 1st, I think there's like regularly scheduled COVID tests. We don't have the stab, the shot, the binax, as they would say. What it was, I'm a little down my fuck up because I thought it was fucking hilarious. Shit.
This is crazy.
This is where we're at, man.
Yeah,
I've seen it coming up.
Yeah.
Okay. We will not be able to mark you as fully vaccinated until you receive for your single dose immunization or first or second dose of a 2-vax series. Now reported, you're required to have routine COVID-19 testing, wear a face covering while on campus, practice physical distancing, participation in campus events may be limited. So, there you go.
Sounds like a little bit of segregation. Sounds like
we'll be the liberals. The DNC's one that were all for it many years ago. Now they're back for it. So, time is a loop. They're just going right back to what they did.
Well, that's my thing. Like, I mean, again, like I said, I don't understand. If all that stuff works, then why do we need all these, extra
the Delta
effort?
variant. The Delta variant, sir.
Okay. Delta bird.
It's really interesting. Now, actually, I looked at something. I don't mean to interrupt. I'm sorry about that.
No.
I actually looked at something I thought was funny. They looked in Europe at like the countries who are having these quote unquote Delta variant issues, and the countries who are the least vaccinated seem to have the least issues. I think that's funny.
I wonder what that is. So are you saying that maybe, just maybe, this variant stems from, I don't know, maybe people getting the jab? Because that seems like the most of the stories that I've heard have been people who have been inoculated have had these issues.
Quite possibly. I mean, 1 + 1 is 2, except in a clown world. 1 + 1 is actually, I'm sorry, 1 + 1 is racist and is a patriarchal system that we have to dismantle.
Yes.
By any means necessary.
Math is racist.
If it wasn't for certain people I love in my life, I'd have found any reason to get the fuck off this plane a long time ago. Honestly.
Man, you gotta stick around. I mean, it's a terrible place, but you gotta stick around for the laughs. It's just at this point, like I said, it's all comedy. You know what I mean? It's just like, man, it's terrible. Yeah, people are awful, but there's always something to laugh at. Excuse me. There's always something to laugh at. It's just, hey, you know what?
All good.
At least that's not me. But yeah.
Yeah, Jason. Yeah, I was reading a bit of the chat. Yeah, I'm not the only one. He's seen some of those articles too, apparently. Yeah, I do alternative source of news. You're not gonna sit down CNN with that egghead Jason. What's the dude's name? The egghead Brian Stelter.
No.
Has a fucking, and I'm egghead smart. Like he literally has an egg-shaped head. So do I. But I'm not on CNN talking a bunch of bullshit.
Oh man. Yeah. Let's take a quick poll. If you have taken the jab, put a 1 in the chat. If you have not, put a 0 in the chat. If you have not, but you intend to, let's put a number 2 in the chat. Let's do it like this. See, I've expanded the polling. I've added a number 2 now. Yeah, well, this is the world we're in, man. Like I say, they're talking about making threats, making people's lives harder who have not gotten, poked.
Yeah.
And again, like I said, all these things, and it's just the crazy part to me is that, well, you have certain sensible individuals say, maybe that's not a good thing. But you have so many people who are, yeah, I agree with that, and they don't see anything wrong with it. Like the lady who showed the other day who had the 4 inhalers and all that, and somehow it's everybody else's responsibility to deal with her, maladies. So I don't know. It's bothersome. I don't know. Fear is a very powerful tool, but
it's the best motivator. But thing is, it'd be better to be loved or feared. Machiavellian, So I don't know, man. But I mean, fear is a powerful motivator. Yeah, you damn right. So my thing is, okay, is this FDA approved? And if some issues happens, right, David? Yeah, you don't have to do the HIPAA law. You're right. That's a HIPAA violation. Yeah, that's absolutely right, sir. I was going to give a shit, no, but that is a HIPAA violation.
Shout out to David. Yes. God damn it, he got me. Oh man.
Yep.
Oh man.
But these people don't give a fuck about that. I hope you know that. Don't give a fuck about that shit.
So
what was it? Katie Hill? No, I'm sorry. Go ahead, bro.
No, go ahead. Go ahead. I was about to go off road.
I posted some to Discord. Oh no, you're good, bro. I posted some from that former representative Katie Hill, Representative Busted Baby. So she, like 6 months ago in September 2020, she was saying that our dictator in chief, he pushed the vaccine out. I don't trust it. But the same vaccines, they're being broadcast, under president, I'm going to say commander-in-chief, quotation marks. Certain audits are in play. And so now she has no issues with that. Hey, Trill, go drive a truck, nigga. How about that? Go drive a truck, bitch. All right, so, but now she's cool with them. I mean, it's supposedly the same vaccines under both these dudes. Vaccines should be irrelevant to the person in office, which troubles me. And as you know, what happened in my family. So when a certain orange person was talking about the effectiveness of a certain inexpensive drugs, and they're calling him, he's going to get people killed, so on and so forth. And then those doctors having a big meeting, in front of the White House or Capitol building or something, saying, hey, you should try this out. Especially one from Houston, the African doctor. You called her a quack. I think people trying to get a license revoked, all this shit. And not long after that, there were trials done, and there was 85, 100, and 200% improvement of people with on ventilators, like a certain person I knew that had buried. So I've said this before, why was this we were not given this option to try this? I call that hospital every day. They said all the drugs but that one.
That's the wild shit. The fact that this shit is so politicized, and again, this is where we are, and it's the politics. You know, it's Bloods and Crips, it's Democrats and Republicans. It's just like you gotta pick a side. Yeah, I mean, and that's the thing about it. Like honestly, fuck them all. Like why can't we just be independent thinkers? You know, like I said, I liked the last guy because he was funny. That was my biggest deal with him. He was funny, and he kind of basically was just kind of straightforward with shit. Did he have his demons and skeletons? Absolutely. But they all did. But the fact that, you know, he didn't necessarily try to play like holier than thou, you know what I'm saying? It just kind of was what it was, you know? My thing is he came in, he did whatever, and it was what it was.
There were results.
Yeah.
There were definitely results.
But
They're
now,
clear to see.
you got motherfuckers who just, you know, again, like they just play like, you know, they're saints, but you got more fucking dirt going on with you than anybody else. And so now, all this, that whole thing, but it's just like this nigga know more slang. He know more the hood slang than I do. I'm like, what the fuck? This nigga's like a 50-year-old white dude. He got all the other slang.
Black car, man.
Yeah, it's like
you had that shit, bro.
And that's the crazy shit. Like, but nobody has any issues with that. You know, like I said, the same way nobody had any issues with what was it? What was the thing? The fucking you ain't black unless, you know, that type of shit.
Yeah,
like,
Charlemagne. Yeah. It's just like when Hillary was doing the hot sauce in my purse thing. No one called him out for that. People in the comments roasting their ass like typical DNC bullshit and so.
But again, that's what I say. But you know, you let Troy. What was it Trump said? Well, what's the worst that could happen, or something like that, or you know what I'm saying? Well, yeah, like some people think it was what's the worst that could happen. You vote for me. What's the worst? Everybody went nuts. He said, "What's the worst that could happen?" And had no nothing for that. But then, like I say, the motherfucker say you ain't black, and nobody cared. Nobody bats an eye. And he pops out the fucking. You know what the worst thing about the whole Hillary thing? Does anybody remember when Mary J. Blige was singing for Hillary Clinton? Like that whole thing. Is it a gun? Is it a knife? Like what? The fuck, bitch, what is wrong with you? You know what I'm saying? Are you back on the drugs, Mary? Are you back on that shit? Like, but that's what I'm saying. Like, niggas will come out the woodworks and shoot for these people, you know, for nothing. And again, you say something about it, you know, you're the bad guy. And that's what I say, niggas just got to be independent.
And they ain't the only one, man.
Mm-hmm. Who was
it? Marlon Roly-Poly ass doing the wobble with Hillary Clinton. You ever seen that video?
Man,
I'm sure Broderick got that video like scarred in his memory because he really hate Roland.
That nigga Broderick got that in his favorites. And Broderick watches that video every day. He loves that shit. Broderick is a secret. See, he be acting like he hates Roland Martin. Broderick loves Roland Martin. Broderick really wishes that Roland Martin would come to his rib truck and eat some ribs with him. That's what he really wants. That's what Broderick. It would be the greatest day of his life if that happened.
With his dashiki, his ill-fitting dashiki on and shit. That man always look like someone choking him. He all the fat rolling up with his swollen ass head. Fuck that dude.
I've never seen anybody's head look like that before.
Yeah. Maybe he has a thyroid problem. I'm sorry. I apologize, Mr. Martin. I apologize. That's very disrespectful of me. Hey man, where's Sean King at? Where's Thurgood Marshall at? What happened to him? Where he at, man?
I don't know. That's what happened was they were talking about he was on vacation, and then all of a sudden, you know,
keep your Twitter on for vacation.
Yeah, he was on vacation, and all of a sudden it's deleted. But again, like I say, it's I guess, you know, whatever. I think he was talking about telling people, oh my God, I didn't want to see that. But that's all black women know to do is fucking twerk. But it's like, it's just like, then he's talking about, oh, you know, why she's been going to school and doing this, y'all should consider something on her Cash App for all. It's like, dog, you done made millions off niggas. You know what I'm saying? You didn't put up pledges and bounties and all this other shit and ain't paid nobody no money, then kept all the shit. And fucking, and then,
but in this,
yeah, and that's the thing. It's just like, but then you want people sending this to your wife after you've already grifted everything else off of the fucking vacation you own is probably paid with stolen funds. You know what I mean? But
you are hanging out with Patrice Cullors' ass. I mean, fucking shit, bro.
That shit is crazy.
Dog, man. It's the grift, bro. Good job. It's the diversity equity grift. Like every university and a lot of major companies, majority of companies now have a diversity and equity hiring office with people who have these degrees, which I thought were initially useless, but they're being useful now with the diversity and equity programs.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Welcome to the show.
What do you even do with it? Like, how does that even a thing? Like, I don't even know I don't know.
The video I posted earlier, I think it was right after I got off work today. It essentially shows one teacher. This isn't like college, which I expect some of this indoctrination to take place in. That's why I went with this STEM degree, where I can just focus on just mathematics and just just tech and stuff like that. I don't have to do any debating with motherfuckers and shit like that. No, just give me some math and some science and and some programming stuff. That's simple. I don't need your opinions on how this and this. Just leave that shit alone. Take that shit to Twitter. Every other Looney Tune. I'm good. But this one teacher, I think it's in high school, she's telling her students, white people have more power than you. Like, this is a black woman. Yeah. Telling these black and white students, and she was like mad at them because she's like, I can't read you. I don't know how you're perceiving this. I'm like, bitch, teach it. Actually, no. You're banned from teaching history. Bitch, teach math and teach people the English language, because this is the primary language in this country. Oh, give that 20 years to that goes. Might as well teach them Espanol and Mandarin at this point. Fuck it.
Gotta get with the program. Plan ahead.
Yeah, man. And some people might be hearing like, oh God, this guy's like he's a conspiracy theorist. He must be racist and all this other shit. I probably am racist, but so are you probably. Because I look, people say, oh, I love everybody. Okay, sure. I remember one thing I saw on this was great. It was on Twitter, of course, just the social bio, and it was one of these little young liberal idiots. She's like, I hope all men die. I'm serious. And then one dude responded, would that include George Floyd? And she's like, oh my God, what's wrong with you?
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like,
it's all men.
They're too woke for their own good. They're too woke for their own damn good. This is what I'm saying. Like, it's just they just say shit, and then when you easily call them out on it,
Mm-hmm.
there you go.
Then they'll delete the tweet like it never happened. All this dumb shit.
Oh, like that crazy lady I was showing y'all earlier. I showed y'all the 3 videos of who was saying all the off the wall stuff and talking about men in jail and all that. She had another one, and it was about pro-life, and she was like, "You pro-lifers, well, remember when you get a tapeworm, you better just let it live because it has a heartbeat, and you wouldn't want to kill it." And somebody followed up with the video and just did a simple Google search and showed that tapeworms don't have heartbeats. So
very simplistic organisms.
Yeah, so whatever you're talking about makes no sense. But yeah,
straw man theories right there. It's grasping for straws, anything that might stick. And if it don't, they'll delete the tweet and act like they never said it.
Yeah. I am a racist. I have no problem with that. I think that everybody is. You know what I'm saying? To some extent, they view it like, if you don't, I think you're lying to yourself. Like, you can be a racist and not hate other races. You know what I'm saying? Like, but you can't be a racist and hate other races. I guess you can be a little bit of all that. But my deal is just like, look, man, it's not that big a deal. I don't expect people, especially like people who live in areas where they don't encounter other cultures like that, to be that informed. Like, you don't deal with those things. Like, why should I? You know what? I never see people like this. Let me spend a significant amount of my time studying them and learning about them just in case I do. No, I mean, if I come across somebody and they see fit as to inform me or to speak on these things, if I'm that interested in learning, which I may or may not be, then we had a conversation. If they're not, not want to do that, then I guess we won't. And I'm not going to give too much of a shit. You know what I mean? It's just like this whole thing where we all have to just know everything about everybody. It's a real weird behavior to me. You know what I mean? And especially when niggas be doing that shit. Well, they're white. They should know. They should learn. Why? Or when somebody will say something, they'll disagree with one of your points. Well, you should go, get informed. Well, why don't you inform me? Like, obviously, I haven't carried up into this point to want to do that. So what makes you think just because you say it that I'm going to go do? Why don't you inform me since you know so much about it? But that would be too much like writer. That would be work. You know what I'm saying? But it is what you have.
Right. Shout out to Miss Shannon Jones. Look, me too. I went off the planet too, and I got things here I got to be here for, so I gotta see this through. And John, shout out to you, John from New York. I know you say everyone's all God's children, but some of these people are not God's children. I know that because I'm not one of God's children. I'm a child of this planet, so I understand the mentality here. I understand where this comes from, so I see it for what it is, and that's the game. Is that is Cash App? Sure. Hey man.
Yes.
Shout out to Cash App, man.
Yeah. Let's see. I have it for a multitude of reasons, right? And especially when I'm out and about dashing. So that's a whole other story. I'll get into that. But you know, and that's a very interesting thing, right? Mm-hmm. Because you know we like the religion, the things like that. I think that's what they're going for next. Because who was it that got attacked today? Yeah. Joel Osteen. People are mad that he has money, and all these other guys. And again, I'm not with the whole prosperity preacher thing. It is what it is. But if it makes people feel good, and that's what they're gravitating to, and they're willingly, you know, giving their stuff up, they're not getting robbed for it. You know, they'll defend a person who's out robbing and stealing and justify their actions more than they will a person who is, you know, who are the people who are getting money voluntarily given to them. Like I said, like the Joel Osteen, like those people. Obviously, they're saying something that people want to hear, that motivates these people or whatever it is. It's their choice. Would I be giving my money to Joel Osteen? Not in this lifetime. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. And again, like that's up to people to decide. But like I say, it's it's crazy, man. Like I say, this is just where we are. We are. I think we're in the final countdown. You know, America cannot sustain like even though I think like the videos and stuff that I come up with, I think that this is still a small percentage of the population, but I think it's increasing rapidly because you see so many people realize that these type of people are getting attention, and everybody is an attention fiend these days. I don't know if to blame it all on social media, but I'm sure that plays a huge part into it. But like people who feel inadequate with themselves, well, all I gotta do is say some weird stuff and do some weird things to my body, and you know, people start paying attention to me, and I play the victim and I cry about it, and say my doctor makes me feel fat phobic and all this other crazy shit, and people will feel sorry for me. I get attention. Like that's where we are, and nobody can shame people and say, hey, you're fucking stupid. You know, quit crying about the shit and get your shit together. You know what I'm saying? Like, work on it. Like, nobody's fucking perfect. Everybody always has something to work on. But these people take their imperfections and fucking cry about them, and they get all kind of fucking crazy support for the shit. It's a weird situation.
And remember this, that they're openly admitting it now. You have transgenders, quote unquote, and people having attempted to do a surgery, walk into spas, drop trowel, just dong and berries exposed in front of fucking children, young women, girls, little ladies exposing themselves. And then when someone gets mad, like that black woman who recorded, now that's a strong black woman, in my opinion. Call that shit out. Do a girl. Do a sister. And what? She's the dick. She's the asshole for that. She's how dare you? And not only that, what's that San Francisco choir? We're coming for your children. They're singing about it now. And by the way, if I'm correct, some of those men are sexual offenders. This is some things I'm reading about that whole little scene. That's why they deleted the video and they're banning all the copies of the video and all this other goofy shit. Oh, wow. But no, you got a choir together to sing about converting children to your way of life. See, I'm not a fan of converting anyone. I think a person should make their own rational decisions based on evidence. But of course, if media is full of shit, then, you know, a lot of the decisions are going to be full of shit as well. But that's not the battle I can fight. But when you have people actively, openly saying, we're going to come in for your children, let's take them to pride parades, let's teach them about kink, which is essentially sexual fetishes. Look, this is a child. You already got the drag queen story hour. It's one thing enough if you have a dude in a dress, and that's drag, a dude in a dress, teaching kids about whatever. And okay, I mean, read a book, okay, fine. Teach these kids English language. I'm not sure why you want to do drag queen story hour, but okay. But some of these dudes is twerking in front of these kids, wearing inappropriate ass shit. The dress is already inappropriate, but they showing their dong. I'm fucking done. And then a few of these guys are sexual predators, sex offenders, registered sex offenders. Yeah, like when you put sex first and all this stuff, you know there's going to be some delinquency going on, and it's crazy. It's actually not even surprising how many of them are. It's a significant number. At least almost like half
those motherfuckers, if you actually do some due diligence research, you find that they've got caught up in some type of, odd sexual. Like, how do you know that you're into some weird shit like that? Now, let me be careful saying weird shit like that, because then I'll be the bad guy. But without it being a thing, there's definitely way more to it than just dressing up. Obviously, you got some other things going on. It's not just an empowerment thing or whatever you want to call it. But it's even worse than the people who are, doing all that, is the people who willingly indoctrinate their children into that shit because they think it's cool, they think it's okay. I had a video like one in the collection where it was a woman taking her kids. Oh, my kids had a great time, and took them to a drag queen story hour thing. And
white liberal woman.
Yes.
I'm sorry. Please continue. I just said that's it.
No,
that's your downfall. Westernization. Them bitches right there.
It absolutely was. And the thing is, like, wait, why don't you read to your kids? How about that? Like, why don't you do that? You know what I mean? But like I say, people just. And then, like, a lot of this shit, like I said, with the attention thing it's people who probably may not even be 100% into the shit, but they know, hey, there's some attention over there. So let me go say I took my kid over there. Or you got the people who, who was it, like, I think some British people or something, the kid was like 3 years old. Yeah, he said he wanted to be a girl and all this. Like, no. What happens is you're leaving that woman alone with that kid. She's got some weirdo stuff going on. She's pumping that kid's head up. She's not telling you that, of course. And then... You know what I'm saying? It's coming back. Like, and then now see how, you see it saying it because you're fucking brainwashing the kid. Hey, this is the way we can get some attention. My kid's special. Because what do women want? Every woman wants their child to be special because they think their kid is special. So, hey, if I say my kid is a this, that, or the third, then, people are going to pay attention. People are going to say, hey, yeah, look at this. Who was the little kid that they had? It was like 10. And they gave him a whole show. You know what I'm saying? If women are more than happy to put their daughters in these little weird patches, they'll put their sons in the same behavior if they can get some attention from it. Like, I don't put anything past anybody. People willingly let their kids go stay with R. Kelly. So that's I don't have to worry about none of that.
Maybe he'll touch him and get a come up off my child's mental and physical well-being. Okay. Yeah, like, good job, mom and dad. Jesus,
put their kids in the snake pit. Like it's crazy.
So, pull a bag of money at that motherfucker. I would never do that with anyone that I have any sort of. My niece and nephews, no way in hell would I do some shit like that. I'm not their parent, obviously, but if I was aware of something like that, gifts. Oh God, that reminded me. Shout out to Ken, but it reminded me. What was that video I posted? I think it was 2 nights ago about the professor who notices the trends in downfall of cultures. They start embracing a lot of abnormal sexual practices,
yes.
The PD, the pedo stuff, and zoophilia and pansexualism, which is I think I fucking a broom or what was that? What was that? Star Wars, and I'm getting on some nerd shit. So Lando Calrissian, the main nigga in Star Wars. Apparently, the new Star Wars movie is pansexual, so he's fucking robots and shit. Well, y'all did my nigga dirty, bro. Fuck out of here.
Wow.
Fuck. Yes. Black people were mad about that, man. Why I got Lando pansexual, bro? That gay robot, C-3PO, he can be pansexual. I don't give a fuck about that. But not my nigga Lando. What the fuck? Fuck this shit. Nigga mad about that shit, bro.
I'm glad that I never got into the Star Wars, and I always was kind of wondering, like, what is the big fascination with it? I remember, like, one time in school, I forgot what class, like they played it, but I didn't watch it because I was in the back of the class being a degenerate, trying to feel up under some girl's shirt. You know what I'm saying? And so I was completely distracted from the whole movie, so I didn't watch it. But yes, I was not the greatest child in school. I could have been doing other things, but yeah. But anyway. So I just never got into it. But then, like I say now, I mean, I see people are upset, they're pissed off about it, and it's really weird too with the whole like superhero, space thing. Like, 'cause it seems like there's a bunch of divide going on because they're bringing all that wokeness into it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Who was it? X-23, the Wolverine thing. Now they made the chick
Wolverine's daughter.
Yeah. And so now she's Wolverine instead of whatever her name was. Now people are mad about that, or people are arguing back and forth.
They mean like four different Captain Americas. One's Hispanic, one's gay, and shit like that. Like, man, where's Steve at, bro? Is he on break or some shit? What the fuck's going on, bro?
Then they have like a Puerto Rican one with like a Puerto Rican shield. Like,
I don't know anymore.
That's Captain Puerto Rico. That's not Captain America. What's going on here? Like,
Capitan.
Yeah, it's just like I don't even know, man. It's
like they ran about ideas, so they're essentially. I'm sorry, go ahead, bro.
No, I was just saying about everybody. It's too inclusive. Like, I don't get it.
So they can make their own heroes or stories. So they eventually color code. They make a black Iron Man, make that a woman as well. It's like you can't create your own black superheroes. So they're supposed to be doing a superhero movie. Written by Ta-Nehisi Coates, and he's one of those radical black authors. His stuff is in a lot of these Ivy League schools, so I'm sure he's making good money off that one. It's supposed to be a black Superman, not from alternate universe, but from this universe. So they're gonna make this Superman black. Apparently, I think Jordan might be playing and stuff like that. But I'm like, dog, there's so many black superheroes you could have done. You could have a new Blade movie. I think they might be doing one. Luke Cage. That's Marvel. The DC, like, yeah, Static Shock. Static. Dude with the dreads and shit. He's been an awesome superhero. We've been in a perfect time right now. And of course, I'm gonna put a bunch of BLM stuff down there. I already can see that coming, so I'm gonna watch that shit. But that'd be the perfect hero, an original black character. They could have done that, but instead they want to just color code shit, which is very lazy, intellectually lazy, in my humble opinion. Y'all can come with your own original properties or bring back properties that have been around a while. So we're just gonna get these niggas some table scraps and call it a day. That's it.
I got a question for you, Dan.
Yeah, what's up, man?
So, those, I don't know if you heard about those Texas House Democrats that decided to abscond the state for a little bit.
I heard about that.
Apparently, 5 of them tested positive for the Rona.
I remember they had a picture in the bus and on a plane, and they's chilling with their case of Natty Light over there, Oh, Miss Jones, I'm reading Shannon's comment. Yeah, I have. You know what? On second thought, you're right. Yeah, they should probably just keep stealing characters because they're garbage as shit. True that. Facts. I see why they steal them now. Okay, or just borrow them for an extended period of time. You're right. Okay, but yeah, I did see that. Shout out to Shannon. I did see that. Oh, okay. That's why Jane Foster's Thor now. Well, okay, good. Have fun with that one. I don't even know anymore. I'm done with superhero movies. I was done after not Infinity War. I was done after like Civil War. I'm just tired. Oh, Batwoman is garbage, hot ass, bro. Oh my god, Batwoman's that shit is it's a dumpster fire covered in like sewage water. To cool it off. It's yeah. So first it was all gay woman. This is a diversion from what we were talking about earlier. So it's first of all gay woman. Then your main gay star said fuck this shit and dipped because the ratings is ass. So then I've watched clips of people roasting that show. I ain't watched that shit. Hell no. And then they put a black gay woman in there because they have the seriously virtue signal, and it's even worse ratings. I mean, shit, it's hit record new lows. But some other shows will cancel after one season. But this one already got signed up for a 3rd season. Okay, they're really pushing this show. Getting all that Chinese money, so I guess they have the money to burn. I guess. Shannon, I know it is what it is.
Shannon's a terrible person. That's what I'm saying. Like now, I'm to the point. Honestly, like I don't even watch shit no more. Like that's what I say. I'm watching animal documentaries. That's as good as it's getting for me. I watch live sports. I halfway don't want to watch the live sports anymore because everything's political in that. Like from every angle, it's propaganda. Everything is some sort of message getting pushed, and I don't want to hear the fucking message. Like the basketball, a couple seasons back when they were losing ratings, everything was Black Lives Matter on the court and this, that, and the third, and like y'all literally praising niggas who were foul and fucked up. Like if these niggas wasn't famous, they was just some niggas from your hood that did that shit. Y'all be talking about how much of a scumbag they were. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah, what's the one that got handicapped? Didn't he like have charges for like rape or sexual assault on a girl? Shit like that.
Whatever his name was.
President Kamala said, "You're so brave for pulling that knife out on cops who already had their guns drawn." Yeah, it's really brave.
And he
like
was
it's bravery and stupidity
where he wasn't supposed to be. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking crazy.
Amazing. But see, what's your you see a lot of gaslighting now, saying that, oh, we never supported all those protests last summer. You know, that caused billions of dollars in damages and killed close to 50 people. We didn't support that. No, that was the Republicans. Look, fuck Republicans too. But y'all were the ones caping for that shit. Biden was, Kamala was, AOC definitely was. Jesus Christ. But they sat, the limousine liberals, man, they sat in their mansions with their private security while they tell these people in these low rent income neighborhoods that you don't need the police. We can fix it ourselves, or whatever fucking commie shit they're spewing out their mouths.
That shit there is super wild, man. Like I say, we live in a simulation.
I'm sorry, go ahead. Simulation. So there's a bunch of gaslighting, act like we never said that. You know, they'll totally ignore that, you know. Meanwhile, a lot of these places are going to become, what was the term prepaid? Food deserts. Like Chicago, a lot of these pharmacies and grocery stores are going to burn down. Look, CVS ain't opening back up in your motherfucking neighborhood. So, old man Gerald and Miss Johnson, who've been in that community for about fucking damn near 80 years, they got to take the bus to get their medication now. They can't just walk down the goddamn street. Y'all done fucking the game up, bro. But no, I mean, someone's playing the game. We're not winning, though. That's the thing about it.
I was saying, then, you know, people mad it's racism. It's not the fact that it's a loss for a company to open up here. Because you're going to steal from, especially, I'm waiting to see what happens in California when all the free stealing, everything's free for everybody. You know, and then what happens once they stop fucking, you know, say stop opening stores, you losing jobs, and nobody's working them anyway. You know, I mean, it's just like you can see it happening, but you got these people who are so overly emotional that they don't think logically in any form or fashion. They just really believe in, like old buddy was talking about, the utopia, the well, nobody has to work and nobody's like, how do you think things get built? You know what I'm saying? Like
farmers, industrial plumbers, fucking electricians. I guess we're just going back to Stone Age, like on some Fight Club shit. Yeah. Now, remember Fight Club? The dude, he wanted to go back to the Stone Age, essentially, blow up all the big credit companies and, you know, erase all the debt in the world. I mean, I guess just do some Fight Club shit, I guess. That's what Antifa's next objective is. Yeah, you're right, Illusion. Yeah, mask will fix it. Mask will fix the shit needles. I don't, oh, God. You know what? That's the thing about human nature. It seems no one ever learns from their mistakes. They got to keep repeating the same fucking shit over and over to infinity. And I think it's going to get to a really bad point before people say, like, hey, a few decades ago, we were actually on the right point somewhere. You know, we were heading the right place, but somewhere we just took a left turn. And here we are now. I think people have to let it get really bad before. I wish it didn't come to that. But seeing the way people are acting and their personal platforms where they can, well, like that blue-haired weirdo who's crying and hugging him or her itself. I don't know the gender identity of this person. I don't get 2/3 of his fuck.
It's a hairy motherfucker.
Crying and hugging themselves. Yeah. So you know, get your own personal platform. You do that shit. That's absolutely fine. Go wear your mask indoors in your own house by yourself. Go ahead. People do that really scare me. Yeah. So, I mean, I don't know what to say. I'm kind of done tonight.
I feel you.
But yeah, I think that's hilarious. They all got COVID. Those people, those politicians. Do your fucking job. That's why you got fucking elected. Don't be running away and shit. No, do your fucking job. And I hope someone do get arrested. But it seems like, you know, certain political parties can get away with murder, and I do mean murder. You know, nothing happens. So shout out to Seth Rich and a few other people. It's crazy. It's fucking crazy.
Wow, I didn't know this. It's going to start. France is going to be a terrible place.
France.
It says
France.
6-month prison decree for entering a bar or restaurant without a vaccine passport. Proprietors who allow the unvaccinated into their establishment face a 1-year prison sentence and a €45,000 fine.
That's the testing ground right there. That is the testing ground. They want to see how far they can push this. And I already hear, like, French general, and this is the independent source of news I find, French generals and police captains are like, look, man, some of us aren't going to support this, man. Yep, they're joining the protesters. Yes, sir, Illusion. You're absolutely fucking right. Because it's not enough that essentially you have like a quiet invasion of people from other countries. I'm not talking about the immigrants who literally were fleeing war-torn areas. I'm talking about the economic migrants, the ones who are groping your woman and burning down your churches and robbing your people. That's what I'm talking about. Not that immigrants come there to literally have a better life, like many who come to this country. That's absolutely understandable. That's admirable, and good luck to those people, because a lot of them do come to countries like this, and the UK and France and many other Western countries, and do very good for themselves. But then you have these people who piss and shit in the streets, who force you to learn their language instead of the other way around. Like many other countries, you're supposed to learn our language. You're going to come here, learn our fucking language. It's like that in Japan. I spent 2 years in Japan. It takes a lot of big Japanese citizen. Even then, you're not naturally Japanese. You're not a Japanese person, so there's certain things you're not going to be doing, and that's understandable. But there's something wrong with that. Okay, all right, just keep it up. Just keep it up.
Yeah, it's a reason you want to go to that place. There's a reason you want to be a part of, this place. But you don't want to change anything. That's always been kind of a weird
red flag, like a motherfucker. Yeah. But when I say this, I'm a racist. But meanwhile, Sweden becomes the rape capital of Europe. Okay, I'm sorry, I said the R word. My bad. I'm sorry. The grape capital of Europe. Okay.
It's all good.
Okay, it didn't just happen overnight. It happened. Okay. Okay. Yeah. That's what I love when these intersectional groups clash, like the LGBT community and the fundamental Islamists. As long as it's not a white Christian man, bring him in. But then when they clash against each other, I just start laughing, because this was bound to happen. It reminds me of a story about a women's protest that was going to happen during Orange Man Bad's reign of terror over this country, worse than ever than terrible. And what happened was the women's ceremony got shut down because the Jewish and the black women were beefing on each other. The black women were kind of the militant Islam, kind of Nation Islam members under Louis Farrakhan. And well, they have an issue with the Jewish people. So they were calling them all sorts of names, and the Jewish people felt attacked. And so they're like, okay, we're not going to do this. That's how this works. That's how these intersections work, because I'm the biggest victim. No, I am. No, I am. No, fuck you. And then they start calling each other all the names they accuse us of calling them. And I just start laughing. Chuckle. Yeah.
Like I say, let them eat their own. And like I said, I mean, it's just sad because, again, like I say, it's just what do you do? What can you do? Like I say, I saw Shannon mention the farm. I'll talk about that, and I think it would be a great idea, but eventually they'd probably come for that too. Your farm is oppressing us because you're doing stuff. Mm-hmm. There's like, again, like I said, they find very creative ways. They create these, what is it, the phrase word salads, to say a whole bunch of nothing. You know what I'm saying? And so it's I don't know, man. I don't know. It's a sad situation.
Yeah. With the whole gender thing, it just troubles me because people are ignoring biological reality to make themselves feel better. True. I'm about to get off, man. I'm tired of shit. I took my melatonin, bro. I gotta get up at like 8 in the morning tomorrow. Okay. So my hours are all fucked up at my job. I'm about to get a new job anyway, come school. So calm down, just relax. Denying biological reality, I think that's very troubling, because you can clearly look down and see. Well, some of these people are so fat they can't see shit. They haven't seen their genitals in years. But you can lift up that fold of fat covering your genitals and see if you're a male or female or male, whichever one first. And that's your biological reality. Whatever you identify as is one thing. But I don't have to follow what you believe in. I don't have to follow your delusion about yourself or your perception of yourself. You want to call that bigoted? Knock yourself out. Go ahead. Now, I'm going to respect you. I'm not going to, say God hates F words or anything like that. I'm not these people holding signs telling you you're going to burn in hell. No, not at all. But just leave me out of it. That's all. If we're working at the same job, I expect you to do your job like you expect me to do mine. And we'll leave it at that. That's how I was in the military. Did it happen that way? Well, not always. I can tell you that right now. But that's all I got, man. That's all I got. All right, True. You got the line, my nigga. Have fun.
Ain't nobody talking that nigga, True. We all going to bed. Well, that's a bit. Well, Dan, I appreciate you calling in, man, and chopping it up with me this evening. All right.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Y'all have a good night, man.
All right, you too, man.
Yeah.
All right. Shout out to Dan, the man. So like I say, it is, it's 11:30. I forgot I started later. So I'm gonna get ready to wrap this up. But I did tell Trill I'll pull that video out one more time for the ass whooping. I had it here somewhere. Oh, first we gotta watch this one more again. This was a classic. All right, just because.
You'll be mad, you feel me? Oh, yes, you can. We Gucci down this time. Oh my God, get the fuck up, bitch.
Bitch. That shit is funny. That's what makes it super funny. All right, I found that thing, Trill. Actually, we got 2 videos to watch before we wrap it all up. We gotta end it the way we started. I posted a video in the, oh my God, I forgot I still got that video of that fucking old lady with the fucking 50th birthday party. The life after that shit was fucking crazy, dog. Niggas, we be doing too much. Or, I don't know, I don't even call her a nigga. That's definitely, she seemed like a decent, even too off the wall. Black folks be doing too much sometimes. Here it is. Oh, in that video of Dakota. That's funny. Let me see. Bada bing, bada boom, Betty boop.
Bro, you keep putting it in the way of the day. Get your big ass. Come on. Get your man.
Y'all stop. Motherfucking mind. Sitting around here. I'm touching. Extra motherfucking loud in my motherfucking house. What the fuck is wrong with you? Fuck is wrong with you? Huh? Fuck is wrong with you? You just making a song. Give me a bell.
Who's really lame as fuck. And I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna find that tape of yours and I'm gonna show it to your mama. How about that, Shannon? And to end it on a good note, on a positive note, mama with the eyelashes and the weave too. Just as ratchet as the rest of them. They wanted the pink, she weak. She the one in the middle was doing all the most. She couldn't take it, but you see, you ain't even see her no more. She fell off to the side, she probably still in the corner. The ones that be doing the most always be that way. And my new favorite video of the year.
I'm here. I'm here. And I know you're scared. I know you don't know what to do. But I've got you and I won't leave you. And I love you and I'm so sorry that you're scared. But it's okay to feel. It's safe to feel. It's safe to cry. It's safe to move through it. You're safe. I've got you. I won't leave you. I can feel big emotions. I can hold space for myself. Crying is beautiful. Crying is healthy. Crying is not negative. It's okay to feel. It's okay to surrender. Keep breathing.
Oh, man. I used to be jamming up. All right. With that being said, Chuck Produce, way past my bedtime. Gotta get up early, but I appreciate y'all following through. We'll be back here tomorrow, 9 o'clock in the den. Y'all, appreciate all the love. Y'all ain't got to go home. Which link? The link to that video? For the last one or the ass one? Let me know which one. I should be able to find both of them. And, but with that being said, like I say, I'm trying to produce. Y'all be cool like y'all be cool. And I appreciate y'all. All right, I got you. Y'all drop it in here. Did you see one? Okay. That's a bit. I'm out. Y'all get the fuck up out of here. Y'all go do some shit. And this guy is a piece of shit. He's a dirty ass. Hated a motherfucker. Go get a fucking groom and then go get in the fucking grass and roll around like an asshole. He's a terrible dog. But he alright sometimes.